Alright, so here we are for round one, and that just needs to be resized. There we go. Alright, we got the play. We will play first. And yeah, this hand seems fine. We have acceleration, we've got a wayfinder. We're going to need some threats, but not a bad start. At least we have all our colors. That's step one when you're playing a three-color Abzan deck. Our opponent's down to 5. Alright, so we're going to get an easy first game with the deck. Alright, so we'll start off with a Citadel. And he did the same, so we might be in for a long one. Who knows, we might not be able to pressure our opponent as much as you would want to with this draw, since we're so reactive. Never mind. We are going to be able to give him a Dr. Rhinoceros, or whatever BBD likes to call it. And backed up with a couple removal spells is great. Alright, let's see if we draw. Alright, that's a good follow-up. Next turn we're going to just have a fuel time, where we just play a Wayfinder to find a land and commune, and then we'll just, be mad about, whiffing on this with 4 creatures and whiffing on this with 5 lands. Alright, so he's gonna, let's see if he has a land. If he doesn't have a land, then we're just like, oh, beautiful. Alright, so I actually just want to kill this turn. Now we could use the cut, but I don't see any point in actually needing to play these spells right away. Like, sure, this can kill Planeswalker later. Okay, so he's just done. He had big spells in hand. So we're up against another Abzan deck. We don't know which version. I don't really know how to sideboard in the mirror match, but I'm assuming that we can bring in the Sage, a Whip, and a couple Doom Blasts. I think those are going to be some of our most important cards. What are our least important cards? Like I said during the deck tech, I just got back into town. This deck looks sweet. I have no idea what I'm doing, and I'm just playing whatever won this week for the video. So those are probably the big ones. I still think we want our Soul of Theros. Even though they die, they can help us pump our Hornets, Queens later in the game. I bet Rhino is one of the weakest cards. Also, I don't want Thoughtseizes in the matchup. I think some of our acceleration can come out. I don't think we need to accelerate that much. Doomwake might be bad, but if he has Elspeth, it's something to clean up. This helps. Queens help clean that up as well. And also Doomwake deals with Queens. So yeah, I guess my gut tells me to take out 2 of these, but I bet removal is not that great. At least single removal. So how about we cut a cut and I think I want all of this. I know I want 4 whips in the matchup. He might not think I'm on whip, so maybe it's not as important. He might not have any removal for it. So maybe we can just be on 3 whips for now and move up to 4 if we play a third game. And yeah, let's just give this a shot. I don't think we want Fleecemane in the matchup, though. It seems like then we have to care about their Rhinos more than we want to make the Fleecemane good in the matchup. I'm assuming that Fleecemane is just a great card to bring in against some of the early decks. Alright, we'll keep this. We don't have white, but we do have a Wayfinder to help find it. And we get to scry too. So we will scry. He's going to crack a Windswept Heath in response. It's always important to crack your fetch lands in response to an activate ability that's irrelevant. And we're going to put that on top. I think we want access to one of those eventually, since we theoretically have 5 lands, if not 6, if this hits a Wayfinder. Oh, wow. Alright, so mirror match. Interesting. Alright, so we are going to go long. So he kept an Urborg. Alright, there's our queen. I wonder if it's more important to Wayfinder first or to just commune. Because commune could hit a Caryatid, and Caryatid could be good. Yeah, I feel like we should just commune. And we hit a Caryatid. And a Doom Blast is going to the yard, which kind of sucks. But yeah, we're going to want to play that Caryatid. And that's our turn. Commune for him. This is a little annoying. Is going to hit potentially a Rhino. Yeah, so that took home a Rhino. So let's clean this up. We know he has at least a Rhino and an Urborg. So out of the 6 cards, he has these 2 cards. Play Caryatid, and we'll play this. Now this is going to let us cast Siege Rhino next turn. And then potentially if we draw White Source, a Soul Theros. Doesn't he have an Urborg? Why wouldn't he have cast his Urborg? He just wanted to fetch again? I guess he just is thinning. Okay, that makes sense. He just wants to thin his deck out, but alright, black goes white. We'll just trade Lightning Helixes. Alright, so there comes the Thoughtseize. Our hand is jam-packed with awesome spells. Maybe Thoughtseize is good in the mirror, but I don't think it actually is, because once a whip is in play, things just completely change. And it just becomes who has more resources. And I don't want to top deck cards like Thoughtseize or Commune and miss. But did take the Queen. Alright, Banishing Light on the Rhino. That's an interesting play. It's fairly aggressive. We will just Courser. Try to get some value out of this thing. There's our value. And I don't think we want to draw this, but I also don't. I would just rather play the Wayfinder first and just mill over that instead of fetching. Then we have more ability to manipulate the top of our deck. Alright, so we ended up losing a whip. But we'll keep the Banishing Light. Banishing Light seems sweet. Alright, let's clean this up. I mean, that can just get us a Rhino back or deal with some big threat. And we will pass the turn back. Alright, so that's gone now too, so we can just get rid of that zone. Alright, so odds are he's just going to come in with the Rhino and we're just going to take it. Alright, so here is the one Eidolon of Blossoms. And what else? Nothing. Alright, so there's a Rhino on top. Do we want that? I don't think that's actually that bad for us. It's a spell, it's not a whip, but I don't think we want to fetch. And now next turn what I want to do is I want to play our Doomwake Giant and our Banishing Light, which is going to give us double triggers, which will kill off the Eidolon. Which we'll be able to do with these 2 lands in play. So this turn, I mean, might as well just play a Soul Theros. Doesn't seem like the worst play in the world. We can get in for 2 if we want to, but we won't be able to hold this back. And we'll be able to double Rhino next turn. So yeah, let's just let's attack with this Courser. And then we will play a Soul of Theros. Or actually, yeah, let's be responsible about this. We are going to leave the Windswept Heath open just in case something bad happens. And we don't want to draw a Rhino. Alright, let's see how good this bad boy is. One of the funny things about this format is I kept calling, oh no, Murder's Cut. Alright. It's a little bad, but I don't think... Yeah, we're not... I don't think we're... Stop. Why does it do that? Oh, it's because I have an ability? Ugh. That's gross. Alright, so we can just do that. Alright, so everything's coming in. 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's just double check his graveyard. He doesn't have a soul in his graveyard, right? No. Yeah, I'll just take it. Alright, let's fetch. Get a white source. Alright, a Courser on top. That's not exactly what we're looking for, but do you think he's just got a... I mean, Courser is going to help trigger the Doomwake Giant next turn, but if he kills the Doomwake and just plays a Hornet Queen, we're in a little bit of trouble. And he's not doing anything with those two cards besides my land, so there's a good chance that a Queen is in his hand. I kind of like the idea of just Banishing Light, getting Rhino, and playing Rhino this turn, and then just like attacking with the possibility of a Theros. That does feel pretty good to me. Alright, so cast Rhino. Banishing Light on the Banishing Light to get another Rhino back. And put him at 2 life. How did you know I wanted to put it exactly in between my Courser that's tapped and my Caryatid that's tapped? Moto's so good. Alright, so yeah, there was a downfall. So if it's downfall into Hornet Queen, like not playing Doomwake Giant was really good. Since it was just going to kill an Eidolon, and I don't think Eidolon's that important on this board state. Alright, so, wow, okay. He's got no cards in hand, he better not attack with everything. Not playing around things. I mean, no cards in hand, we can just Doomwake Giant, kill the Caryatid and kill him, or we consult Theros. But we'll just shake it up. We'll wait to activate these souls. Alright. Well, that was round 1 with the deck. We played a mirror, but neither of us got a whip into play, and that didn't really feel like a mirror match. Like, at all. It wasn't that grindy at all, but hopefully in the next couple of rounds we'll see how grindy this deck actually can get. And until then, scroll down. I have to wait a lot longer than you to see what happens in round 2. I have like 45 minutes to burn. You can just click the button.